Yeah, hello everyone, this is KTG Bomb. Today I've brought some beginner-friendly content for all of you. It's about how to efficiently level up both your hangar and aircraft level. I'll teach you the best ways to do this. I chose this as the first topic for this beginner's guide because the leveling methods and processes are more important than you think, and many people don't know about them. There are a total of 43 aircraft and your hangar goes up to level 20. That's why you can't level everything up all at once in a short time. You need long-term planning to steadily level up step by step. Plus, once you level up, you can never go back. That's why I've seen many people level up randomly without thinking, then regret it later. So beginners, please watch this carefully and set clear standards so you won't regret your game choices later. All right, let's go over what we're going to cover today. First, I want to emphasize that you should quickly level up at least one aircraft to level 16. What does level 16 mean? When you play, you'll open a lot of reward crates. Inside these crates, you get aircraft parts, blueprints, and various materials. But only when you have at least one aircraft at level 16 or higher will mod tokens start appearing. These mod tokens are crucial components that let you massively boost aircraft performance when maxing out your jet. Upgrading one mod token to max level 5 requires a total of 15 tokens. But Metalstorm has 43 aircraft total, right? That means you need an enormous amount of mod tokens. Plus important tokens like Daredevil Turning and Disruptive Flares are always in short supply. So the point of breaking through level 16 on at least one aircraft is like opening a bank account as fast as possible. That's when your money starts accumulating steadily. If you didn't know this before, hurry up and level at least one aircraft to level 16. Keep that in mind. So which aircraft is best to level to 16? There's no single right answer, but you should pick from lower hangar levels first, right? Personally, I'd recommend aircraft like the A4 Skyhawk, MiG-19, and Delta Dart. These are solid aircraft and they're pretty useful at maxed out too. And these mod tokens can be shared. So you don't need to level multiple aircraft to level 16. Once you break through level 16 with just one aircraft, the mod tokens will accumulate. And you can use them across multiple aircraft, remember that. Second, you should distinguish between main aircraft you'll actively use and secondary support aircraft and level them up accordingly. Resources are limited. Selective focus on limited resources is crucial. You need to invest more resources in aircraft you can fly well, aircraft that are good, and aircraft you'll use as your main. That's how you run an efficient game. But I don't know which aircraft are good or bad. For those people, I recently posted an aircraft tier list. I'll link it at the top so interested viewers can check it out. And here's something related. Understanding what levels 8, 12, 16, and 20 mean in Metalstorm is important. So you can figure out how high to level your main aircraft, or if an aircraft is just a stepping stone for hangar leveling, how high you need to take it. You'll understand all this. Let me explain this now. In Metalstorm, each aircraft has 4 slots to upgrade performance. First is the special ability, second is the passive. And third and fourth are slots for mod tokens like I mentioned. The mod token slot only activates when aircraft level reaches 16 or higher, which is when tokens start appearing from crates. Right now it's level 1. Everything's locked. The special ability unlocks at level 8, and the passive unlocks at level 12. At level 1, no matter how many crates you open, you won't get special ability or passive blueprints. Like I said, mod tokens are shared. So even if this JF-17 Thunder is level 1, if you have another aircraft at level 16, tokens will appear when you open crates. But special abilities and passives are not shared. They're exclusive to each aircraft. So if you want to upgrade this Thunder, you need to level it to at least level 12 before its special ability and passive blueprints start appearing from crates. When leveling, if you think an aircraft isn't important and you won't use it much in the future, just a stepping stone for hangar levels, don't level it above level 8. Why? If you're not using the aircraft but keep getting its passives and abilities from crates, the drop rate for blueprints of the aircraft you actually need will drop significantly. So if you level all 43 aircraft to level 12 or higher at once, blueprints will come out scattered everywhere. In that case, even if you really want to level up F-16 quickly, its blueprint drop rates will suffer. So I recommend only leveling unimportant aircraft to level 7. After you've collected all the special abilities and passives for your main aircraft and frequently used aircraft, then level your support aircraft to around level 12 and above to gradually collect their passives and special abilities too. Next, for aircraft with similar characteristics, pair them up, put one at stock and another at maxed out. By stock, I mean around level 12 to 14. Metalstorm's matchmaking system pairs stock jets with stock, and maxed out ones against each other as the basic rule. So if you happen to level an aircraft awkwardly to level 17 or 18, you'll very likely get matched with level 20 maxed out jets. That's disadvantageous. To play on equal terms with others, you shouldn't keep leveling stop at level 12 to 14 exactly. Play in this stock league. Then when you have enough resources saved up, jump straight to maxed out in one shot. That's the standard approach. So there's this minor league and this major league. You should split between them, not awkwardly land in the middle. You need to understand this. The most awkward level out there is level 16 with one mod. This one mod level sometimes matches with stock jets and sometimes with maxed out jets. That's pretty in between. So I don't really recommend level 16. I recommend jumping from level 12 stock straight to level 20. When you first level up and unlock an aircraft, it starts at level 1. Around level 1, with about 4,600 trophies, you'll probably only match with other level 1 aircraft. That's the break-in period. You practice and get used to how the aircraft handles in this beginner league, but that's just passing through. Real player matches start at level 12-14 in this stock league. Keep that in mind. Following up on our earlier discussion, I suggested pairing similar aircraft, one stock and one maxed out, right? It's like playing a soccer game with both Messi and Ronaldo on your team. You put Messi in the minor league and Ronaldo in the major league. No matter which league, you can strategically and tactically choose and use your main aircraft well. If you level both similar aircraft to maxed out, you'll have fewer options when choosing stock fighters for the minor league. So I paired them like this. The F-100 Super Sabre and A4 have similar characteristics. So one goes stock and one goes to maxed out. Which aircraft you put at maxed out and which at stock really depends on personal preference. A-10 and Sukhoi 25 are similar as attackers, so splitting them works too. F-1 and JF-17 Thunder also feel similar to me, so splitting those would be good too. Su-27 and Su-33 are both heavy fighters with manual missiles, so they're similar. Among attackers, Su-22 and Su-34 are pretty similar too. They're fast attackers with good maneuverability. Looking at heavy fighters, I think F-15 and Su-35 are pretty similar. Then there are the iconic stealth fighters. Raptor and Felon have similar traits. So I recommend one maxed out and one stock. But personally, I'd lean more toward taking the Raptor to maxed out, because the Raptor has flare reload as its special ability. Combined with fast flares, it becomes way more powerful. In stock matches, that flare reload ability won't be utilized as much, so I recommend leveling the Raptor to maxed out. KF-21 Boromai and Typhoon have somewhat different characteristics, but as fast maneuvering aircraft, I think it's worth splitting them. There's a bit of personal taste involved here. Next, top-tier aircraft might not have similar characteristics, but I'd still recommend splitting them. One maxed out, one stock, so you can use them across both maxed out and stock matches. F-4 Phantom and ADV are both S-tier aircraft, so I think splitting them would be ideal. Then there's Rafale and Mirage 2000, both excellent aircraft with different styles, but I still recommend splitting them. One more note from what I see, stock matches are way more active. Beginners still don't have the resources or time to build many maxed-out jets, so you'll have more stock options. So if you rush good aircraft up to maxed out, you might end up with player match constraints later. You might end up matching with bots a lot. So diversifying your aircraft across maxed out and stock will be super helpful. Next, there are irreplaceable aircraft. Earlier, I paired aircraft with similar traits, but these have unique characteristics that make them hard to pair with anything. F-16 is a light fighter where there's nothing else with comparable performance and role. Same with the MiG-19. Its explosive firepower is just irreplaceable. Mirage M3 specializes in straight-line performance, so pairing it is really tough. A6's electronic warfare ability is also a pretty unique case. F-35's satellite tracking makes its passive ability pretty unique too, so it's irreplaceable. So for these aircraft, it's really your choice. You can decide whether to use them at maxed out or stock. Personally, I leveled MiG-19 to maxed out, but when opponents bring MiG-19 in stock matches, I sometimes regret it. I think, man, if I'd kept that stock, it would be way more powerful. That kind of regret happens. So here's a tip among your squad mates: if everyone's already leveled MiG-19 to maxed out, then you should keep your stock. That way you can really dominate in stock matches, right? That's another good tip. What about interceptors? Those of you who watched my recent interceptor guide probably get this. Interceptors basically play by equipping fast flares and flying high. That's the core meta. Stock interceptors have a lot of restrictions. So splitting one interceptor stock and one maxed out doesn't really make sense. To get 100% performance out of your interceptors, you gotta take them to maxed out. So don't split interceptors if you can. Take your main interceptor to maxed out and play it there. Great interceptors include Mighty Dragon and F-14 in my opinion. Next question, should you prioritize hangar level or aircraft level? People ask this a lot. Hangar goes from level 1 to 20, right? And better aircraft unlock at higher hangar levels. For example, Raptor, Felon, and Mighty Dragon only unlock at hangar level 20. So if you push hangar level too hard, you won't have enough resources to level your aircraft properly. Same thing in reverse. So here's my recommendation. Like I said, aircraft levels have a stock unmodified tier from 12-14 and a maxed out tier. Remember? So first, don't get too greedy leveling to maxed out. Focus your main aircraft on the stock tier instead. For step-through aircraft, you won't use much. Just leave them between levels 1-7, then quickly push to hangar level 20. To keep things interesting, at low hangar levels, strategically level 1 or 2 aircraft to maxed out and try them out. I'd recommend something like MiG-19 or ADV. Keep 1 or 2 at maxed out. And when you're flying stock with squad mates and they ask if anyone wants to try maxed out, you'll have a couple maxed out options that work, so you can squad up and have fun. So instead of rushing to have tons of maxed out aircraft, invest those resources into hangar level first, long term. That's way more efficient for enjoying the game. That's how I see it. All right, today I explained the efficient way to level up your hangar and aircraft. Hope you found it entertaining. Of course, there's no one right answer. There could be other more efficient methods. But I think this is the most standard approach after enjoying Metalstorm for a while, so I shared it with you. So please enjoy the game with a planned, systematic leveling strategy so you won't regret it later. Hope to see you in game and have fun together. Thanks for watching, and this has been KTG Bomb.